On today's show,
today you're going to learn about recycling.
Jim Himes comes to Staples.
Cafeteria is open after school.
Food for Friends Hunger Drive.
New water fountains at Staples.
March Madness.
All this and much more.
Good morning, Staples. Good morning, Staples. It is Thursday, April 9th, one day before our spring vacation, and we are very excited. I'm Gavin Berger.
And I'm Cole Toussaint. We have a good show for you today. Before we begin, will you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Recently, the Orphanians traveled to San Francisco to participate in an event there.
A few of our TV journalists got some footage of the event and a chance to talk to Mr. Rosenberg about it. Here's their report.
Hey Staples, the Orphanians just got back from their San Francisco trip last week. I got a chance to talk to Mr. Rosenberg about it. Let's take a look at the interview.
Hi, so the Orphanians, we just got back from our trip to San Francisco where we participated in the Chanticleer National Youth Choral Festival. While we were there, we were able to sing with 9 other high schools from around the country. Most were Illinois, one was from Illinois, one from Tennessee, the rest were from Nevada, San Francisco, and Southern California. While we were there, we did a individual workshop with Chanticleer where we were able to perform our piece for them, and we had an hour-long critique. It was a great opportunity. The conductor that was there, fantastic conductor. His name was Ragnar Bolin. He's the conductor of the San Francisco Symphony Chorus. He was just such an incredibly articulate and patient and kind conductor, especially when working with high school students. You never really know what you're going to get when you have a professional conductor working with students. But Ragnar was very patient, and it was so much fun. The kids loved him. And lastly, we had one of our own students, Noah Wind, she was one of 3 selected to participate in a master class with the legendary Delora Zajic, mezzo-soprano that sang with the Met for many years. That was a fantastic opportunity. It was a really great master class. All in all, though, it was a really successful trip. We had a great time. Everybody seemed to really enjoy the trip, including myself.
Congratulations on your success of this trip. Now let's throw it back to the host. Congratulations to Mr. Rosenberg and the Orphanians. Only a few schools were invited to this event, and we are sure you must be very proud to have been selected as the only school east of Mississippi to go.
There are blue bins in most Staples classrooms, which encourage us all to recycle. But did you know that many of us really do not know how to recycle correctly here at Staples? Up next in the show is a piece from some of the students in Mr. Aikenhead's AP Environmental Studies class that will help in our efforts to truly go green here at Staples.
right now we're at One Stream Recycling, and it goes into the compactor, but we have a side that is a garbage side and a recycling side. The recycling side is that we take cardboard, paper, bottles. It could be any color paper. It doesn't have to be just white paper. It can be any color paper. We put it in there. It goes to the recycling plant. They separate. They have a special machine that separates the recyclable once we send it out to the compactor company, to the recycling place. What happens is when they put trash in the recycling, it becomes contaminated. Once it's contaminated, my guys cannot go in it and separate the trash from the recycling. So it becomes garbage, and that's not a good thing. The same thing if they throw a bottle into garbage, that's contaminated. We don't take the bottles out and take them and put them into the recycling. It becomes part of the trash. Here we see a lot of people putting it trash. Because we're trying to make sure that it does go into recycling. If you watch in the cafeteria, you see my guys are trying to go around with garbage can to tell them to throw away their trash. But also when they do that, they don't take the bottles and put them in the recycling. They just throw it right into the trash. So if they would take it and put it in the recycling and throw out their trash, it'll make it easier on us. Well, it's a joint effort. It's a joint effort between the custodials, it's a joint effort between the staff, it's a joint effort with the students to try, for all of us to try together to recycle. Otherwise, we're still in the same boat. As time go on, I hope that we're able to change it.
Mm-hmm.
Please recycle.
Good.
Well, now you know a little more about the correct way to recycle. So Staples, let's see what we can do to help out the AP Environmental Science class's efforts.
Last week, Congressman Jim Himes came to Staples by invitation to address the students about important issues that they should be aware. Here's our report on his visit.
Hi, we recently brought our Congressman Jim Himes to the library where he spoke about key issues facing our state today. We got a chance to interview him and see his background, what he's about, and what he's really interested in about how to fix our state today.
Yes, the Intelligence Committee is a really important committee because it's the one committee, the one group of people that has oversight over our intelligence community, CIA, NSA. Obviously what those guys do, they do in secret. And so unlike in other parts of our lives, the press can't crawl around and see what they're doing. And it's a pretty exciting committee because, of course, the CIA, NSA, FBI are after the terrorists, after evaluating and thinking of countermeasures for threats against the threats that face us, whether it's potential threats out of China or Russia, Iran, North Korea, and they do remarkable things that you see in the movies and stuff. So some of you are probably right on the verge of thinking about, my God, how am I going to pay for this very expensive university? One of the answers, of course, is that you can borrow money to do that, and many of you will do that. But there's a couple problems with that. One, folks are graduating with immense amounts of debt. So what can we do? Two things. Maybe we would cap the percentage of your income that you actually have to pay. So instead of paying $1,000 a month if you're not making a lot of money but doing something you love, maybe you cap the interest payment at $400 a month just to make up a number. And number two, we need to really, at the end of the day, education is expensive because colleges are raising their tuition, 8, 9, 10% a year. And we have got to find ways to pressure those universities, and we can do it. We can do it to say, hey, if you keep doing this, eventually a college education, it's going to be out of reach for all but the wealthiest kids.
Many people also enjoyed being able to ask Congressman Jim Himes questions and getting to know him a little bit better.
think about a drinking age of 18 for active duty service members in the military? Usually the saying goes that, when you turn 18, you can join the military, you can serve your country, but you can't have a drink about it. What do you think about legislation that would support that?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I sort of pride myself on giving pretty straight and clear answers on issues. I will tell you that's a really tough one. How crazy is it that you can join the Marine Corps at age 18? You can go fight in a country's war and put your life at risk, but when you come back here, you can't have a beer. Kind of crazy, right?
And that's all with Congressman Himes in the library. Now back to the host.
We hope many of you got a chance to meet Congressman Himes, but if you missed it, we hope you found our report interesting.
Several TV journalists learned that the cafeteria may run later hours, so they were lucky enough to get an interview with the new Chartwell's director. Here's what they learned.
Hey Staples, I just got an interview with the Chartwell director about the new additions to the cafeteria happening after break. Let's take a look.
The school district has a new director. We looked at the flow of students coming through the cafeteria and the dining area after hours, going to either sports activities or just staying after for classes, that there was a need for additional offerings. So we decided to open it up for beverages, snacks, sandwiches and salads. We do fruit cups, things that are protein bars and things like that are good for the students. We hope that it will generate enough activity so that we can continue it through the end of the year and then start it up again for next year. The frozen yogurt everybody loves frozen yogurt, so we just thought it was a great idea to bring it in and offer the students and faculty another treat, in their busy days. We have the space available in the cafeteria right when you come in through the turnstiles up to the right. So we'll be starting that up, although it's been delayed because of electrical requirements that we have an issue with. It will most likely be starting the week after we get back from spring break, and we'll be opening it up with a free day of yogurt the first day. So we're hoping that the kids really like that as well. We're actually hoping that we can keep up with the demand for it. We think it's going to be really popular.
Thanks again to Chartwell for improving our food in the cafeteria. Now let's throw it back to the host.
So when you're on your way to sports practice, you can swing by the caf and pick up a snack or an energy drink to get ready for practice. We think this is a great idea.
Did you know that there's an experiment going on with a new type of water fountain here at Staples? We are sure that you will find this piece very interesting, especially if you have any interest in cutting back the number of plastic bottles we consume and discard here.
Okay. A few months ago, Karsten Gove, who's a senior, and a member of the Green Club, came to see me about the possibility of them buying something for our water fountain that would allow students to fill their water bottles. So I told them I would contact the maintenance person, and make a long story short, 2 months later, it was installed and paid for by the Green Club. And their goal is to get kids to fill their own water bottles rather than buying so many bottles of water from the cafeteria in an effort to sustain our environment. Right now there's only one. It's right outside of the nurse's office. And I'm sure that in coming years they'll buy more.
Hi, I'm Sasha Diamond, and I'm here to talk to you today about the Food for Friends Daily Dollar campaign. I'm working with the End Hunger Connecticut Foundation, and here, if 2,000 students in Staples, if we each donate $1 per day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and all of next week, then we can raise $2,000 just in our school in one day. If each student donates $1, then we can raise $2,000, and this is just in one day. That way, if more students contribute $1 anytime this week or next week, we can raise over $2,000 for the End Hunger Connecticut Foundation. These red boxes will be posted all around the school. There will be one outside the cafeteria, in the learning centers, at the nurse's office, and at Patty's desk. Please consider contributing to the End Hunger Connecticut Foundation in the Food for Friends Daily Dollar campaign. Thank you.
Okay, it's now time for sports.
Besides hosting Good Morning Staples, Cole is an NCAA fanatic. Recently, he asked some students on their feelings about Monday night's men's NCAA finals. Here's what he heard.
We're going to turn now to the big event on the way this evening, March Madness. Believe it or not, coming to an end, The Last Dance, that showdown between Duke and Wisconsin for millions, a battle no one saw coming. If your brackets are busted, you're not alone. So tonight here, we ask the experts who really has the edge going into this evening.
Last night, the 2014-2015 March Madness has finished, and we asked Staples students what they thought about the championship game and how it turned out.
It was pretty intense. I think the best team. You know what? It was a pretty good game. Really entertaining. I thought that the best team won in the end, though.
I thought it was pretty exciting. Pretty cool.
This is the last game.
I actually only watched till half, so
I don't think I can give it good enough speech for that one.
Pretty crazy. Did you expect Duke to win it all?
Somewhat, yeah.
You heard it here first. Now let's dribble on back to the host.
Nice job, Cole. Well, I guess you did hear it here first. It was a great men's final game. And congratulations to the UConn women's team on their three-peat and Gino Auriemma on his incredible 10th championship.
Next, here's a piece about our girls lacrosse team.
We're here with senior captain Jenna McNicholas of the Staples girls lacrosse team. We're going to ask her some questions. So Jenna, how'd the lacrosse team do last year?
We were actually really proud of how we did last year. There are usually 4 top teams that we're usually not, like, we struggle to keep up with, and that's Greenwich, Darien, New Canaan, and Wilton. And last year we took out Greenwich and we lost to New Canaan. We were within 1 point of them. So this year it's really exciting because they've lost some of their best players, and we're really looking to take out at least 3.
How is the upcoming season looking this year?
I think the team's looking really good this season. We have a strong senior class returning. We only lost 3 seniors from last year, and we also have a really good incoming freshman class. So I think that we definitely have a lot of potential, and we're really excited.
Who are the captains this year?
The captains this year are me, Amelia Heisler, and Paige Murray.
Be sure to come out and go watch the girls play. Now back to the host.
So the FCIAC better watch out for our girls lacrosse team. They're coming after you.
That's it for us today. We hope you enjoy our show.
Vacation begins tomorrow, and we hope all of you have a great rest and an enjoyable time next week.
The Period 8 TV class will be back after vacation. You can certainly count on at least one show that week.
Have a great time and see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.